everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays FTL. I'm gonna mix it up a bit. We're not gonna use the Slug Cruiser, even though I've gotten very close recently with the Slug Cruiser. I think I might go back to actually using the Red Tail again. We didn't have a fantastic result with the Red Tail our first try. I really like it. It's considered a good ship, apparently. Although on Twitter, a lot of people were telling me they actually prefer the Kestrel to the Red Tail, just because, you know, maybe you start a little stronger as the Red Tail, but you have to use, or you have to replace, like, all of these weapons. Maybe we won't use the Red Tail. Did we do a Lanius run recently? I thought we did. We haven't done an Engi run in forever. We could actually try that. Have we ever won with the Engi? We have not. Okay, that'll be interesting. We also have Type B, but I much prefer Type A. So this is a ship, the Taurus. It uses the combat drone primarily to do damage. The Ion Blast is its starting weapon, so we want to get another weapon basically as soon as we possibly can. Luckily, we do start with 15 drone parts, which is enough to, you know, do some damage. But I think until we get a weapon, we're going to do our best to avoid, yeah, that's fine. We'll do our best to avoid getting into combat whenever we have the opportunity to do so. But 15 drone parts will carry us for a little while if we need to use them. Offer your services. They need to take possession of an enemy ship intact. We can't do it, but I might as well, you know, go for it just in case it would actually work out for us, which is obviously impossible. So we start a little bit behind the 8 ball in terms of having to use drone parts, but apart from that, we should be okay. I think I'm actually going to attack this ship. They have a charge ion and a beam. That's a little bit scary. Oh, and hacking. That's the part I didn't notice. And they hacked our sensors, which is actually amazing. If they had hacked basically anything else, we might have found ourselves in real trouble here. But basically, we just need our combat drone to attack the most useful areas of their ship. And if they actually do it, we should be in a good position here. So I'm just gonna, basically, I'm auto-firing my Ion just to ensure that I don't fuck up the cooldown timers on it at all. But I do want to keep their weapons at bay as well. So that's why I'm trying to fire at the weapons at the same time that I fire at the, or not at the same time, but alternating firing on weapons and shields. So we got an Ion Bomb. It's ignores shields, requires a missile, which we don't have, drains and locks systems. It's really useful for ion damage. We can't really accomplish anything with that right now because we have 0 missiles, but at the very least, it's something to sell or something to strive for later. Got some more free scrap here. What do we want to get right off the bat? I mean, it would be nice to encounter a store and maybe get a laser of some kind. Even a pretty shitty laser would be pretty useful for me. I am going to activate a drone here. Their weapons don't really scare me at all. But we'll still try to take them out just a little bit. Basically, the problem with this ship, you know, there's strengths and weaknesses, right? The problem with this ship is that you can't control where your lasers actually land. You have lasers in the form of your combat drone. You just can't control where the lasers actually land. So you kind of just have to keep the enemy at bay long enough for those lasers to land on an appropriate system and disable an appropriate system that will actually cause the enemy some substantial trouble. As of right now, I mean, it's going totally fine. But obviously this is a setup that is not going to benefit us too well into the late game. We're going to need to pick up something else. Second bar of shields would also be really nice. There's no store over here, which is very surprising to me. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to the other store. We did get some missiles, so things are going okay in that regard so far. Do you have no hacking? They have a drone. They basically have... Their ship is impossible, or they're not going to be able to beat us with their ship is what I'm trying to get at here. So we'll send out a combat drone. And they're not going to have any way to break through shields, so I'm just going to focus on keeping their shields down with the auto-fire. And I could just go get like some cup of water or something from the kitchen right now, because really we have no control over what happens in this fight. Minus, of course, you know, putting out the fires that will eventually start because we're in a solar flare zone. So, I mean, it's going very well so far. Drone's completely deactivated. Engines are completely deactivated. It's not like this thing's going anywhere. Now we just have to wait for the fire. And it did start a fire in a pretty deadly room here. We'll get that vented out ASAP. Hopefully it'll be able to suck out the fire before the shields go down. Not even close. Is there another... We'll wait until the fire's gone and we can repair it super quickly. Here we go. Please, any moment now. And we're good. There we go. So we'll close and open all doors quickly. You guys should probably get down here to repair this, because we're going to jump away very soon. Alright, the solar flare is coming, so I am just going to jump. I have a feeling that our shields will be repaired before we end up... Oh, that is so bad. Well, we are going to send out a combat drone. These shields are going to come back pretty quickly. And the... Oh, come on. Come on. This is the worst luck of all time. We're getting torn up here. Get those shields up. Once those shields get up, we're going to be okay. And now that they are up, we're at least a little safe here. Get that oxygen system repaired, too. Combat drone's doing what it's supposed to do. We're going to be fine, but it was a pretty scary situation there for a few moments. Yeah, thank God we're actually safe here. We didn't take as much hull damage as I thought, but that was looking pretty scary for a while there. Let's make sure we get our med bay repaired and then send everybody back where they belong. Get the med bay repaired and we'll even have everybody heal up. And then you can go back. So at least we got some repairs done there. We do need second level doors as well. Not that that would have solved too many problems there. Might have made the fire a little bit easier to deal with, but apart from that, that was just a pretty impressive string of bad luck there. Attack the pirate. They have a beam and a laser. I think that's okay. Why not? We haven't lost that many drone parts so far. I don't think we actually need to avoid combat. I know I mentioned avoiding combat earlier, but it seems like that's actually not going to be that important. So, we got lucky. Ooh, we got very lucky and have taken all of the relevant enemy systems down at least a little bit here. It's really nice when, like, we managed to sneak an ion through the shields because our drone actually took out the first bar of shields, or the standard bar of shields, because it allows us to take free aim at the weapons, basically, without risking a miss. Oh, that is kind of bad now. Good, we still managed to hit the laser there. I have no idea how that happened, but got the job done for sure. They want to surrender, and it's a pretty decent surrender offer. So I think I'm going to take it. The fuel and the missiles are nice. We can maybe start thinking about using this ion bomb at some point in the future. Still don't think we're going to get a store in this sector, so we'll probably go second bar of shields. Hail them. Oh, it's a fairly nasty ship. We will use a combat drone against them. Why do we use a combat drone against them? Got to get that Zoltan super shield down as soon as possible, and it's really our only way of doing damage. Except for, like, consistently, I don't know, taking down their shields, then ioning their, Oh, their laser shot down my ion? That's pretty weird. This could start to hurt pretty soon. Shields are done. Oh, we managed, just as their laser was about to fire, we snuck in the perfect ion shot. Alright, now we've got them behind the 8-ball here. Piloting system's broken, shields might be completely down. We can just auto-fire on weapons then. And 2 more shots from the combat drone will finish this off. And they can't even fire anything, so that feels pretty good. Sector 1 almost complete here, and I'd say it's gone pretty well. We got like 23 scrap and some other miscellaneous parts there. I think I'm just going to jump to the exit beacon and we'll leave 134 scrap for the first sector. Is pretty good in my mind. And actually we ended up with 153 scrap, even better. Where do we want to go? We're going to take the downway here. We can hit more red beacons if we want to, and we can avoid nebulas if we want to as well, even though we started in a nebula this time, which is annoying. I don't see a store nearby. To me, that says second bar of shields and next level doors. And I'd say it's a pretty good haul for the first floor here. We could get ion bomb active, but I'd rather not use missiles. This is a really nasty sector here. We're going to try to avoid these nebulas as much as we can. We have to jump through at least one. They have a missile launcher and an ion weapon. I am going to avoid provoking this ship, just because I can't really afford to have my systems go out here. Might have been a little bit of a stupid way to handle it, but these guys have just lasers and a beam. Lasers and a beam I feel a lot better about. So we do still, I mean, ideally need some way to, you know, do damage to the enemy ship without using drone parts. But for now, I would say this is going totally fine. We don't really need to worry about taking out any of their systems except for shields, so we can consistently do damage, because I'm pretty sure that their weapons actually can't do damage to me with 2 bars of shields. Might want to take out the piloting system, because it's been a real pain in the ass so far to actually do damage to them, but if we can consistently keep shields down, I trust the drone to do what it does. I would love it if it stopped shooting at empty rooms, but I guess that's kind of the, that's not good enough. That's kind of the thing with drones, isn't it? It's like a free weapon, but you can't aim it. Anyway, their weapon's completely out, doors completely out, and they're dead. Probably because they took their pilot away to repair something. 17 extra scrap takes us up to 35. This is the scary jump. And we didn't get super unlucky. It's not like an ion storm or anything like that. I am a little frightened. They have a clone bay and a flak cannon and a teleporter. So what I'm thinking right here is we'll just start venting as much oxygen as we conceivably can just so that we're ahead of the 8 ball here, because we really don't want our Engis to get involved with fist fights if possible. We'll send our combat drone, and we'll just hit their shields with this. Okay. They've boarded, and they've boarded in the oxygen room. If they take out our oxygen, we can fix it fast enough that I'm not afraid. Now, we need to hit this flat cannon, if possible. Oh, well, that's not the flat cannon, is it? Oh, we did hit something. Their flat cannon, actually, we're very lucky, and it missed us. There we go. Their weapons are offline. Gotta hit shields again. Ah, it was a nasty miss. Now their weapons are back online. There we go. Shields have been hurt. I am actually stunned. I let an Engi die. I didn't realize that those doors had been opened. I was totally tunnel visioning on the ship here. Okay, that's obviously not good. They're trying to escape. That's a novel idea, I suppose. Please don't let them get away. Where are they now? Medbay. That's fine. Clone Bay's dead. And now they're completely dead as well. So that was super dumb of me. Oh, thank God we at least got a crew member back. It's not as good as having another Engi crew member, but at the very least, we're not going to take, like, massive hits or massive problems for my terrible mistake there. So I feel alright about it. We still have Engi Metabot Dispersal, of course. It was really stupid of me, I'm not going to deny that, but at the very least, we at least got a crew member back. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. And you'd break even on some. I'd say we basically broke even there. They have lasers. A lot of lasers, admittedly. And a teleporter. Why? What's up with the teleporters all the time now, game? At least, you know, we do have a human. They're a little bit better at the whole teleporting and fighting thing. We're just gonna open this up, and then we'll get ready to fight this person in the medbay, if that's really how they want to do it. So we've got to stop them from escaping. That is gonna mean creative use of our weapons here. Oh, here we go. They actually did not manage to get through there. Get through the shields, I should say, which is very surprising, but also quite nice. Their piloting system taking some serious hits. Their teleporter now completely out, which means their crew member is not going to die because it got repaired at the last second somehow. That's surprising to me. All right, you get back to the weapons room. Make sure to save position. And we still need to take them out before they can actually escape, so good, good. Hurt those engines. Hurt the medbay. I guess that's smart, so they can't heal up, and I think this is pretty much over as is, but that was a little scary again. We made it work, though. 25 scrap. So Alex, you'll come down here, and we'll power up the medbay a little bit. Still doing well on drone parts, still doing well on fuel. This is all good news. And 74 scrap. I'm basically, as you might expect, trying to find my way to a store. I want to buy some kind of laser, or a flat cannon, if you will. Try to dislodge the ship by shooting at the rocks. Sure. 2 damage to our hull, and it hurt our medbay. We did pick up some scrap as a result, though, so let's get this fixed up ASAP. Probably should send the Engi to do it. By the time he gets there, it's going to be done, though. He made it slightly faster, though, and there's some extra repair stat on these guys, too. Store. Okay, so we'll hit Distress Store, and then I still think we'll be able to do, like, that swing around. If we can't, we can cut one beacon off there. Hail them to offer assistance. Try to shield their ship with ours. Sure, why not? 28 scrap, 1 damage to our hull, and a fire that is totally manageable. So we'll go store, and then we can quickly make our way to the exit beacon if we want to. And, what do you got here? Weapons, weapons. No weapons. You have a combat drone Mark II, requires 4 power. A little rich for my blood. Hacking would basically double the use of drone parts. That scares me. Clone Bay. Not really planning on using the ship as a teleporter. I think I honestly might just buy a Rockman. And I do it so that we have someone to man our shields. Also, you know, a little bit better for boarding and fires. And what do we upgrade next? Evasion chance, I suppose. So that we can actually fight ships that have missiles and not feel too scared about it. So we might as well get that extra 5% right away. And that's going to take us up to 25% dodge chance. Nothing to sneeze at, but also nothing to write home about necessarily. I rarely buy crew members, but I think in this case it was the right thing to do. Of course there's another store right over there, and I'm like 99% sure they'll have like laser weapons available. Stealth weapons is really good. They actually don't have any weapons available, so that's fine. I could sell Engi Metabot Dispersal and buy stealth weapons, but I don't think that's very smart. So I think we'll just leave instead. Fix up a little bit, but leave. And I guess I'm glad that there's no weapons there in that store, because that would have made me feel pretty bad. We'll give them 5 missiles. They give us 6 hull points repaired. I think if we give them 15, they'll actually give us reactor power. I can't remember, though. Or scrap in addition to it. 2 fuel for 3 drone parts. You know, it's a above market value trade. Hopefully we don't end up screwed for fuel in the future, though. And we're not going to be able to buy anything, so we might as well just attack the ship right away. They have a missile launcher, so this is what we planned for, sort of. Probably not going to be able to avoid at least 1 missile coming in. But there we go. We took 1 offline at least. And it didn't even breach, so that's not a big deal. I should really be auto-firing. That's stupid. I cost myself some shots there. Good. Took out their drone at least. And kept that missile offline, so this should give us an extra few cracks at it here. Oh, big miss there, unfortunately, though. And that one's going to sneak in. This is an important shot. And that's good. Less miss chance, I guess. We did take their missile launcher offline. They want to surrender. It's a decent offer in terms of fuel and missiles, so I'm going to take it, and we'll be moving on to the next sector. How did that sector go? I don't think we really got much, but we're alive and relatively well. It is going to be harder because we're going to start encountering ships that have multiple bars of shields now. Not just one. So why don't all of you get in this room right here, and we'll open these bad boys up like so. And we'll fight them all in the shield room, I suppose. Some of them are going to get hurt on the way, which is really what I'm hoping here. Could fight them in the med bay, but maybe that's not that necessary. Are they going to actually attack our doors? As long as they don't take out 2 bars of doors, I'm okay with it. They should just walk into the shield room now, if I had to guess, yeah. Alright. There's not as many as I thought there would be. Or maybe this is all of them. Never mind. And everybody can just get to the medbay to heal up after this. We still have Engi, Metabot Dispersal as well, so we can just turn that on. That makes our fight a lot easier as well. Pretty easy situation here. Everybody that needs health can get back to the medbay. And, Engi and Human, why don't you fix up our sensors here? Other Human, you can heal up. Rockman, you stay where you are because you're slow as molasses. And you guys get in here and fix this up. Rockman's getting slowly but surely healed here. Alright, everyone back to base. That went okay. It's always frustrating though because you get no rewards for it. We really need another weapon on this sector. Nothing going on here. Oh, it's a Lanius sector. I should really learn that abandoned means Lanius. Lanius, I don't know. 4 drone parts for 27 scrap. Okay, deal. Trading fuel for drone parts, then drone parts for scrap. Should probably get some more fuel soon. We are down to 4. A little scary. They're gonna hack us. What are they gonna hack is the real question here. Okay, get that going. They're gonna hack our piloting system, which is really gonna affect our dodge chance, obviously. So now we've pretty much got no choice but to stay on shields at all times, I think, basically. I don't think they're actually capable of hurting us, which is nice, but it's difficult for us to hurt them, too. We really need to not miss as much as we're missing. This is where it might be helpful to have an ion bomb working, for example. Oh, that would have been a hit that would actually allow us to gain some traction, unfortunately, but no such luck. Come on, just 1 hit here. There we go. That's good enough to at least maybe take out 1 more bar of shields. This is really highlighting to me the need to get another weapon up. Having our ion bomb would be nice here. We could actually just use our ion bomb and then switch back to the heavy ion, but I mean, theoretically, we should be fine to at least do some damage here. It's just not working out that way. Come on, just hit. There we go. Now we can start doing some damage. Hacking's out. Weapons are hurt. We really need the shields and piloting. There we go. So we just had to wait a little while. Having patience there will work out in our favor, I think. It's not like we were ever in danger here. If they'd hacked our shields, we would have been, though. Instead, they hacked piloting. Kind of a major mistake from them, but that's the AI and FTL. And thank God the AI and FTL is not always fantastic. Otherwise, I would never win. I already very rarely win. So we get 30 scrap as a result there. We're up to 85 now. Seriously need a store. For many reasons. Weapon power and fuel, obviously the big ones here. 35 scrap, we're up to 120. Keep going. I kind of want to upgrade weapons so I can have Ion Bomb and the other Ion active at the same time. More free scrap. Do these look like stores to you? 157 scrap is wonderful, but we actually need a place to spend it. I should not have done that. This ship looks very scary. What I probably should have done is just pick the option that was like, hey, avoid them, you big old ding-dong. But instead I didn't do that. I chose the option that was fight the scary, you know, fucking like glaive beam bomb ship here. Luckily their bomb missed. We were in exactly the same situation that we were in with the drone, though, where we have to basically land every single shot in order to keep their shields out, and then just wait forever until we actually damage their relevant systems. This beam it could have fucked with us if their laser had actually hit. 25% dodge chance coming very much in handy here. 4 fuel, 4 missiles. I'm gonna take it. That's a pretty good offer. And there is a store, so this is a very important store with 173 scrap. But beyond anything else, we need laser weapons, or, you know, some kind of extra weapon. I don't know what to say, basically. We have the Hermes missile, and the weapon pre-igniter, which I basically have to get. So I will, but we'll get, I guess we'll get the Hermes missile. It requires 3 power, but it does, 3 damage. 3 damage, 5 shield piercing. Requires, and it only takes 1 missile. So we'll buy the Hermes missile just because the ion blast I don't think is what we need. So Hermes missile and weapon pre-igniter and then fuel. And I think we'll sell the Metabot dispersal to buy more fuel for now. And my thinking is that what we will do is open with the Hermes missile on shields, and then the combat drone should be able to do its dirty work, and we can use, attempt to harvest some for yourself. Bad idea. Okay, so we activate the combat drone, then we send the Hermes missile immediately on shields, then deactivate it and go for the ion blast. Does it work? Wow. That didn't do quite as much damage as I thought it did, but they did have 3 bars of shield, so it's not surprising to me that it's taken us a second here to kind of get ahead of the curve. It's only going to take 1 missile per attempt. Obviously, eventually we want to have more missile power active here. Having the pre-igniter is wonderful, especially if we use, you know, ion bomb in addition to the Hermes missile. That's some serious, like, killing power. Cool. We got, like, 55 scrap right there, which is pretty amazing. I think we'll go to our exit here. I still would love to have a laser weapon of some kind. We can't exist on, like, ion weapons alone, I think. I activated the ion blast instead of the Hermes missile. What can I say? There's a little bit of a learning curve. Our drone has been deactivated. So I think we're just going to have to jump away from this fight. Yeah, I don't see any way for me to get through here. I expect to take a little bit of damage, actually. Their bomb goes off in our shield room. That has got to get fixed up ASAP. So Engi crew member, come in there. You can help. We'll get our Hermes missile charging, just in case. Come on, get that fixed. Faster! Faster! Thank you! Where's this bomb go? Medbay. Not a problem. We're okay. Stupid damage. That's alright. Where do we land our Hermes missile? Drone control, I guess? Sure. Now we can go Ion Blast, Combat Drone. But it's still probably just something I'd rather escape from, I guess. No, you should stay here. The medbay is not as important. I don't know. We'll see. If we can keep them behind the 8-ball here, this might be worth it, but let's try it out. Okay, here we go. Now we can start doing damage to them. Actually sneak some shots in. You gotta take out that freaking drone control. You gotta do something before the drone control unit comes back online, because it's gonna shoot our drone down. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Okay, we're jumping away. Next sector. We'll go Zoltan control. It looks a little bit easier. I still think we're in a pretty good position, even though that was not the best sector for us. Let's get all this stuff repaired. Get the medbay powered up. We don't have Metabot dispersal anymore, so we have to be a little bit more careful. And we still need a laser weapon, but we have a pre-igniter. Pre-igniter, if we had, like, Hermes, Ion Bomb, not Blast, because it's just too much power, I think, for us to have, like, 3 weapons that are good in conjunction with it. Like a laser weapon, like a Burst Laser Mark II or something like that, would be amazing. First things first, everyone has to get healed up. How's this run going so far? I mean, I can't complain too hard. We have a pre-igniter. That's very good. We have a weapon that goes extremely well with the pre-igniter. If we encounter an enemy with a defense drone, we're kind of fucked. Everyone's basically good to go. Here, I'll wait until they get back to 150 health. Yeah, it didn't take very long at all. Our crew's okay. really just, I don't know. I don't feel offensively super strong. And since we are on Sector 4, we will want, like, third bar of shields here, so we're gonna have to spend some scrap on that, but maybe we're fine? I don't know. We'll see. Combat drone becomes active because we deactivate the medbay. And, Hermes missile. Best of luck to you on the shields there, my friend. Did pretty good job, I would say. Then we switch to Ion Blast. Now, the real question for me at this point becomes, is it better to have Hermes missile combat drone, or, we should maybe take a shot here. Yay, thank you. Ooh, that beam could have fucked us. Or is it better to have, Ion Bomb and Ion Blast, which would only be 1 more power and the same amount of missiles, and 4 ion damage is enough to take out 2 bars of shields outright. So, you know, Hermes does 3 damage, but maybe it would be more effective to actually... shields are fucked now, so we'll go on piloting. Maybe it would be more effective... 4 missiles, 1 drone part, 20 scrap. I'll take it, actually. Their ship's dead anyway. Sorry about that. Maybe it would be more effective to start with... do we have a store? We do have a store. So disregard my comments for a second, but maybe it'd be more effective to start with Ion Bomb, Ion Blast. That'll be 6 ion damage, then the combat drone can really get in there. I'll think about it. But first I want to go to this store. But first, before I go to the store, I'll go to this beacon. Of course we have combat. I didn't have the Hermes missile charged up because I'm a damn idiot. But hey, in this case, it actually looks like having the Hermes missile charged up would have been a little bit of a disadvantage. So we want to get that Zoltan shield down ASAP. Should be there it goes, basically. I was going to say relatively easy, but it's just gone now. And we got to get some shots in. Gotta get some shields taken down, because their beam is gonna fuck with us, not to mention the laser and the asteroids and their offensive drone as well. So just keep... Yeah, there we go. Asteroid, thank you very much, helping me do some damage here. This could hurt. Ooh, bar of shields came back just in time. Thank you. And I really want to take out, like, the Hermes missile, because we're having a hell of a time getting through enemy shields here. Just a few too many misses, but thank you, oh, that hurts. Thank you, asteroids, for helping me do the dirty work for me. Oh, that hurts like a motherfucker. Okay. Well, they're dead, and our shields work. So all we have to do here is take some time to get everything fixed up. We should be good to go. Get that fire put out. You get into the medbay, pilot. Let's be honest. You're not doing too much for the whole fire situation there. Get everything fixed up. Anyone else need the healing? No. Wonderful. And sensors are going to be fixed. Piloting is going to be fixed. People are basically good to go. So we want to check out our shop, and above all else, we need a laser weapon, or, you know, a flat cannon would be totally fine as well. Maybe even a little bit better, considering the setup that we've got going right now. They have a charge laser and a burst laser Mark 1. Cloaking, stealth weapons. We can't really afford cloaking. So we'll just take that out of our minds for now. So, it's really, do we want charge laser, 2 power, 2 power, 2 shots, 2 power, 2 shots. This takes 11 seconds. This takes 12 seconds. 12 seconds for 2 shots. I guess when their shields are down, we can hit them more frequently with the charge laser. Now, the real question is, with the pre-igniter, does this charge to 2 shots or just to 1? Because if it charges to 1, then it seems way better for us. Is Firebomb only 1? That's 2 power. So let's disregard that for now. If it charges to 2, I would rather have this, so once shields are down, we can keep them down just by auto-firing every 6 seconds. But if it charges to 2... sorry, if it only charges to 1, then I would prefer to get Burst Laser Mark 1. It's a little cheaper as well, so that's what I'm going to go with. We'll buy a few drone parts here, just to be safe. Everything else, do we need a Zoltan crew member? It's nice, it's like getting extra reactor power. I don't think we need shield charge booster. I'm not going to buy stealth weapons until I need it. What are we going to sell? We might as well sell a weapon. Let me run this through my old noggin quickly. Burst Laser Mark 2 is giving me 3 power. I don't think it's worth selling the Hermes missile. I think it's worth keeping the Ion Bomb as well. It's a good question. I think we sell Ion Blast Mark 2, honestly. It's been good for us, but now we have something that can actually pierce 2 bars of shields easily. Yes, okay. This could be a bad decision. We'll see, though. So what's my go-to plan? What's my plan of attack when it comes to actually taking out enemies? We should have the ability to have 2 weapons going at the same time, but I think we're gonna need to, it's gonna cost us 80. Let me take a look at this for a second. If we depower engines, we can have Hermes and Burst Laser. And then when the Hermes is done firing, we can switch to Ion Bomb, but we might not need to. Yeah, we do need to stay here if we want to use the combat drone. But we might not need to use as many combat drones. We'll see. This might be a mistake that ends up costing me big time, but it's not going to take us very long to find out. No cloaking, thank fucking God. So Hermes missile first. Don't miss. Thank you. Combat drone obviously has to come out. And then we'll fire the burst laser, and we're just going to use this on weapons. Or are we? Yeah, we're going to use it on weapons. It's a miss, but... Oh, we got another shot in, but it fucked up. So now we switch to the ion bomb. Is that right? No, that seems to take forever to charge. It would be good for a pre-igniter type situation, though. We only need one more power to make that work. So we'll shoot on weapons here. Good, good, good. Their missile launcher's still active. That sucks, but no big deal. Another missile coming. Hits piloting. That's going to really fuck with our dodge chance, but that's okay. Try Hermes missile on their weapons this time. And we just killed them. Okay, that was an accident, but a happy one. 29 scrap. We're in a nebula. It's a weird one. I actually think the best way to handle this might be Hermes ion bomb. And it'll cost us 2 missiles per attempt, which is scary, obviously. Get another bar of reactor power. Yeah, so I mean, that's frightening that it's going to really cause us to lose a lot of missiles. But it will also take down shields to the point where our combat drone can do quite a number on them. Then we'll switch off the ion bomb and switch to the burst laser, I think. I don't know. We're going to see how this works. We're going to see how it works. Obviously, we probably should have thought this out a little bit more before we came in here. But mostly, I just want to get out of this nebula as soon as possible, just in case that happens and our reactor power is halved. You know what? I'm just going to say let them leave so we don't have to fight here. Because that looked pretty frightening. Did we lose hull damage there? That must have been on the last fight from the missiles. Okay. Pause. Because of our fucking power, my ion bomb wasn't fully charged there. That's so frustrating. We'll get shields up. And there. And we don't want to send out our combat drone yet, actually. What we want to do is wait for ion bomb to charge. And I think we fire this bad boy at their drone control unit. And when this hits, which it does, all of their drones go offline, allowing us to hit shields and then send the combat drone out. We don't have enough power. Do we want burst laser? Yeah, I think we do. And now we have to... I mean, they have a nasty supply of weapons here. We kind of have to keep hitting their drone control unit. Otherwise, they're going to come back online and shoot our drone down. Please. That's their weapons. Did I actually shoot on their weapons instead of their drone control room? Am I the biggest idiot of all time? Hermes missile did just fuck with their drones, though. My weapons are in a weird place here. We might have to use one more Hermes missile to make this happen. We'll see. Yeah, our shit got knocked down. But they don't have an actual missile defense drone, just like a drone defense drone. So we'll just kill them. That was easy enough. Using a lot of missiles. More missiles than I'm comfortable with. Now, do we have everything charged we want to have charged here? But this is what we've committed to on this run, so this is how we're going to handle it. Combat drone is not ready to go. Should have waited. We got a repair arm. That's actually excellent. Repair arm is... we'll get one more here. Repair arm is 10% less scrap, but we'll never have to repair hull damage, or at least more rarely we'll have to repair hull damage. No cloaking here. So I think we just, like... combat drone, and maybe just ion bomb those weapons. Oh, wait, we missed, so that's why we have the Hermes as a backup. And don't miss. That's good enough, I would say. And then burst laser can just go on weapons, and they should be basically done for. The flat cannon really does seem like kind of the ideal weapon type for what we've got going on here, though. Their bomb missed. Wonderful. Missiles? 2 missiles. That's what we spent, so that's okay. Want to make sure we got the right things charged here. A little low on drone parts. Just a little, though. More danger. Zoltan shield. Really annoying. And we have mind control on our pilots. So we'll send Rockman in there to deal with them. Are we really just going to wait for our combat drone to actually knock them out here? I don't think so. I'm going to take out our burst laser. Get ready to fire that a couple times. We actually might have been totally fine doing that, to be honest with you. 3 shots. Not enough. 2 charge lasers coming in, though. Okay, Hermes missile comes in on shields. Good. Burst laser comes in on shields. Good. Now we continue. Oh, man. Taking out their mind control units. So useful. Okay, get in the med bay. We can even power that med bay up a little bit. Enjoy it. They still have full weapons, which scares the shit out of me, but it's not going to matter, I guess. 37 scrap, pretty decent. Get back into the med bay, please. You just got to heal up just ever so little. And we'll switch back to our ion bomb here. We're actually staying fairly consistent on missiles just due to our rewards, which is exceptionally lucky, but I probably don't need to tell you that. Alright, we got the same situation again here. So what do we do here? Honestly, even though it scares the shit out of me to have their own Hermes missile active here, I think we go Hermes and ion bomb on shields, and then just very quickly go back to our burst laser. They all missed. They all missed. Well, that's fucked up. So we're gonna wait for Hermes here. And then go on the shields again. Good, okay, there we go. Start causing some irreparable damage. Burst laser on shields again. We can make this work. This is gonna hurt. Just doors, though. There's a fire. You know what, Rockman? That's kind of your thing, isn't it? No need to use another missile. Their surrender offer is not good enough for the nightmare they've caused me. So we'll just let them die. 42 scrap. We're up to 127. We are going to our exit beacon here. I imagine we probably will not have danger, but if we do, this was a stupid jump on my part. Buy fuel? Yeah, 6 fuel for 12 scrap. Great deal. We'll wait for this fire to be put out. He's still at full health because Rockman are immune to fire. How lovely for us. And when this gets healed, which will be very soon, we will jump to Sector 5 and end the episode. We do want to get that next bar of shields up. That's probably the next thing because we are actually capably getting through enemy shields. More weapon power would be nice, though. So where do we go next? Rebel Stronghold or Zoltan Homeworlds? Let's keep it safe, man. Go Zoltan Homeworlds. In any case, though, that is going to do it for this episode. Let's just quickly see if we have a store. We do not, so we'll probably go for shields next. But if you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more FTL. Part 2 will be linked in the video description below, no matter when these videos go up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.